Yeah, so I was preparing a Helldivers video for today about the grunt style versus player power fantasy expectations we had at launch. I had slides mostly prepared, clips from Johan talking about what Arrowhead's vision was for the game, and at least in my mind, this was going to be a banging video. And then I got banned. Well, mostly banned. So, of course, I had to table all of that concept and move over to this one. In case you want to help support the channel, the easiest way is to hit subscribe and to ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. And now let's dive into what just happened. Okay, as many of you know, or maybe you don't know, I, along with a small group of Helldivers content creators, were invited over to Arrowhead's headquarters to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the game's launch. And overall, this was a pretty awesome trip, although in February, Stockholm is downright freezing, especially for this Florida boy. Now, while there, we got to test out some new content, which you now have in the live game. We met many of the developers and staff over at Arrowhead, and even 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, aka John Helldivers, stopped by to welcome us. I also got to meet some crazy talented creators like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Cloud Plays, Odo, Background Gaming, Maplewood, Crazy Mr. Pips, and a couple of the crew from Super Earth Salutes. And from there, we were all dubbed the Propaganda Commanders. And for those of you who jump over into the official Helldivers Discord, you see an alerts channel when one of us posts. And just kind of jumping forward to the present and the program, it's now swelled in numbers as all sorts of new recruits were added in, with the initial aim of this program being to aid the studio in making the game better through direct feedback, suggestions, testing, that sort of thing. And overall, it was a really cool concept. Which brings us up to yesterday, when the wheels basically fell off this wagon, when I posted this video talking about how posts from the developers that included the phrase engine updates or upgrades, I forget which honestly, anyways, how those little snippets from the devs were being turned into full-blown Helldivers 2 is getting a full engine upgrade and overhaul speculation post. I mean, you get the idea here. Now, during that video, I read through part of a Fandom Wire article where the author was talking about how this engine update topic was turning into crazy video thumbnails. And so I searched the exact term that article mentioned, and it came up with 2 video suggestions and then a whole bunch of ads below that, and then some other irrelevant stuff. Now, I did not say any names. I didn't say anything snarky. I forget exactly what it was that I said, but it was brief and it was definitely not said in malice. I don't actually beef with anyone in the community, probably because I stick to a very small group, meaning I don't commune out there with the full body of YouTube, and I've actually lived life with all YouTube recommendations disabled for years now. No lie, I know it's going to sound weird to you out there, coming from what you think of as a YouTuber, but when I log into YouTube, I see a blank screen. No recommendations, nothing. And by the way, just in case you did not know this fact as well, I have a full-time daily IRL job. YouTube is a hobby for me. Hell, let's actually call it what it is. It's my passion. I love the grind. I love the craft and the experience of putting my ideas and voice out there and having conversations with people. And while we're at it, trying to enact some change. Sorry, I'm doing most of this video unscripted, so I know I just got off on a tangent there. Anyways, let's get back to the story. From yesterday's video, I apparently rattled a few cages, and I was therefore asked to not remove my video, but a small clip of it, the offending clip, to which I politely refused. You see, in my mind, and let's call it in my conviction, I had done nothing wrong, and being asked to remove something that was not dishonest felt, well, dishonest, especially to myself. And I may not always have the same viewpoints as my viewers, and that's okay, but just so you know, one of my guiding principles is that I always try to remain truthful, at least to myself, to my beliefs, and then that shines through into my content, which then by extension is transferred to you, my viewers. So yeah, from there it became an either this or that will happen situation, and I politely refused to alter the video, and so I've been removed from the program. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not throwing shade or hate at any party out there. I love Helldivers 2, And that's not going to change after today. I love the people I've met through the community. And again, that's not changing. The crew I met over in Stockholm that flew in from across the globe to attend are world-class dudes, all of them. But when I'm asked to alter content to fit a pattern I don't agree with, that's asking me to give up a part of me. And that's something I cannot do, no matter the outcome. Call it old-fashioned, call it whatever. But that's me, and I can't change me. And some of you may be saying it was good that I was removed. I can live with that sentiment. I'm not always the smoothest. I'm stubborn, but hey, at least I know who I am and I've accepted that fact, right? That out of the way, the question is, what's next? Well, I'm not leaving the Helldivers content creation scene. I'm still going to upload my content, time allowing. I'm still going to call out the faults, and I'm still going to salute the W's, just now outside of the Propaganda Commander program. There's, of course, a bunch more that happened behind the scenes, which I cannot go into, but overall, that's the gist of it. The cost of what was asked of me was too high, and, my removal is something I can live with. Now, before I sign off with this one, can I just ask that nobody takes this video's chat as a means to unload on whoever or whatever you think is the responsible party. Let's just keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it civil, and you know what I'm saying. Before I sign off, I did want to give a massive thanks to everyone that has been subbing to the channel. I mean, we've seen some explosive growth, now up to over 353,000 subscribers, and it's really cool to see it there because, to be honest with you, I went into YouTube content creation with zero expectations. I mean, none. So to see me lasting now 10 years on this uber grind of a platform, and it's still building momentum with my channel, it's just awesome. Also awesome are our paid channel members, for without your support, all of this would be a little bit harder. And until the next one, this is 𝗤𝗏𝗄𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐵uzzLitebeer signing off.